Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So in the series of MySQL and SQL videos, today we are going to see a topic called views. So it is a very interesting topic and quite different topic than what we have seen in the previous videos. Okay, so let's start with views. I would suggest you that if you have not watched the old videos in the playlist, I will give the link in the description box of the video of this video. So just go and watch out all the basics. I have covered everything from very basics to advanced level. So if anything is not clear to you under this video, you can refer the old videos from the playlist. Okay, so let's start with views. So what are views basically? So views in SQL are kind of virtual table. As you can see, it's written here, it's a kind of virtual table. What does it mean by virtual table? Virtual table means, let's say you have a real table present in your database. Okay, you executed some query and you got a result. Now my wish is, let's say if I am able to store the results somewhere in the SQL command line itself, okay, and so that later after a few queries or after some day I can execute that execute the another query on the results which I got. Okay, or I mean to say that I want to store that query results in my database. So that is basically a view. So there you will use the view. As the name suggests, it is a view, means just like a snapshot of your query results what you obtain by executing any query on your real table. So view, you can say, is a result of some query stored in a database. Okay, so view also has rows and columns as they are in a real table in a database, so nothing different. Okay, we can create a view by selecting fields from one or more tables present in a database. So okay, you can create view by performing join also on the table. So what you do in join, you perform queries simultaneously on two tables and you get the combined result as a result of your join query. So whatever result you are getting as a join you can store it in a view. Okay, so I can say that a view can be generated using two tables also, or more than two tables. Okay, so view can either have all rows of a table or specific rows based on certain condition. It depends. Sometimes you apply where clause, sometimes you use order by, having, sorting, anything you want, and based on that, it's not necessary that every time you are getting the full records present in the table. If you are getting the selected number of rows based on your condition, you can store it in view. If you are getting the all record, or you can store your whole table also in your view. It depends. Okay, so just whatever query you are executing based on your requirement, whatever results you are getting, you can store it in view. Okay, so there's some condition in updating views. We will see it in the later part of the video. First, let's start with some few commands practically to see what are views. Okay, so I have one table with me. So the table is basically an student table present in my school. Okay, just ignore the last row, it was just I was trying something. So roll number first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth are present in my school. Their name are mentioned here as a name field, and their age is also mentioned as age field. Now I want to create a view. Okay, so before that I want to show you that, let's say I'm executing one query that select roll number and name from the student table for all those students where age is greater than equals to 18. So I only want to fetch all those students whose age is greater than 18. Okay, it will give me the result. You executed the query, you got the result. The query result is not stored anywhere. It is once you execute the next query, or once it is even printed on the screen, the results are gone. It is just on your console, that's it, not stored anywhere. But I want to store it somewhere. What I will do is, I will say that just like you create table, okay, similarly create view. So view is here keyword, create view. Let's say my view name is my view. Okay, so create view called my view from which query, based on results of which query. So for that you need to use one keyword called as, and after as you mention your query. So what was my query? Select role comma name from student, okay, where age is greater than 18. Okay, so execute this query. SQL will execute this query. Whatever result it will get, it will store it into a view called myView. So you are saying that create a view called myView, and myView should get the result from this query. Okay, execution of this query. As you will press enter, it is saying that view created. Can I describe the view just like table? Sorry, my view name is my view. Yes, it only have roll number and name, because I basically what I did, I stored this result in my view. This is my virtual table, not actual table. This is a virtual table for me, which has only two columns, name and type. Okay, so name and roll number. Okay, I want to print the data of this view, just like you print the data from your table. Select a star from, and here view name will come, my view. If I want to print only few columns that I need, let's say name only, I can do. So you can see that whatever you printed using one query, you got this, you have stored that into one view or in the form of virtual table called my view, and whenever you are printing, you can query this my view, or I can say your virtual table. Now this is my virtual table, so just like normal table, I can perform every query on this. Now the very important thing is that I will just a minute, I will clear my screen. Yeah, whatever any update or delete, whatever you perform here will be altering your original table also, because this view is getting the reference or the address from your original table only. So cursor is still pointing to original table. Okay, so I will show you. Let's say I am update set name is equals to, let's say instead of hers, I am setting the new name as Harshit. Okay, set name equals to Harshit, where name equals to Harsh. Let's say the name of the student got changed in my class. That can happen in real world. Okay, Harsh. Sorry, I need to give the name of my view or my table. So currently I am updating my view and want to check that whether my table gets altered or not. So I'm updating my view, and what I'm updating, setting name equals to Harshit, where name equals to Harsh. One row updated. If I print my view, you can definitely see that view has been altered because I ran the command for view only. Now if I do for, so here you can see the view name got updated from Harsh to Harshit. If I see from student table, yes, here also the name got changed. Okay, from Harsh to Harsh. So if you are updating your table, I mean updating your view, then your original table will also get altered. So if you perform some delete command on, let's say delete what I want to delete, let's say we delete this Joe. Okay, so what I will write, delete from my view name. Okay, delete from my view, and where name equals to, let's say I am deleting Joe. I'm deleting it from view, so definitely it will be deleted from view. Let me clear my screen. Okay, now print from view, Joe is gone. Let's see in the table. Yeah, table also the roll number 2, like whatever the roll number Joe was present. The point is Joe is not present anymore here. Joe is gone. Okay, so that's the point. If you are altering, altering means updating, deleting, anything. See, altering is basically in DDL. Okay, where you define the schema, where you change, alter the schema. So I should not use the alter word. Basically specifically I should use the word update or delete. If I am updating or deleting anything from the view, it will also change or it will also update or delete my table. Okay, so that was about view. The next thing, you can create view based on your join results also. Okay, so you can write create view, let's say v1 as, and you can write here all your join queries, like select department id comma employee id comma employee name from employee table, join on something something like that. Okay, so this was about how you can form view from join table. At last, you can perform subquery also in the view. How? Let's say you have one virtual table here, my view, or you can say have one view is present here, my view. So what I will say that select minimum of let's say something something, any field name xyz. Okay, from your view name. Okay, just similar to table what we saw in the last video of for subquery. So you can perform from my view, okay, where let's say employee id is greater than, where salary is greater than equals to, here you can execute another query, select minimum of something salary from some table name or the from employee table itself. So all these things, but here the main point is don't focus on all the random things. Just I want to say that this is a basic format of subquery and I can execute it on my view also, because it is also a virtual table for me. Okay, so selecting will just fetch the data, retrieve the data and print you on the screen, will not update the view nor the table. Okay, but any updation or deletion will change the original table also. So the last thing how I can drop the view, simply just like you drop table, here you will write view keyword, drop view v1. In table we write drop table name, here we are writing drop view and view1 name. So my view is my view, I am dropping it, view drop. If you describe it again, it will say that no view found with this name, object my view does not exist. Now let's get back to our document where we were specifying some condition while updating views. I've shown you practically how to update views. It was in turn changing your table also. Now while updating view, you have some condition. You can only update view, okay, when what are views? Views are basically your results of some queries executed on your table. Okay, now you are updating that results, you are updating that views. Okay, the condition for that is there are certain conditions needed to be satisfied to update a view. If any of this condition is not met, then we will not be allowed to update the view simply. The first condition is the select statement should not have distinct keyword. Okay, so whenever you are creating the view with this command, create view v1, okay, as here if you are writing select distinct of, let's say salary from employee table. Okay, so if you have formed your view from this query and this query contain distinct keyword, then your view will be formed definitely, no issues. You will be able to query your view or virtual table, no issues. But if you wish to update that view, you will not be able to do that because you are using some distinct keyword. That's the first condition. The second is the view should not have all, the view should have all not null values. Okay, so if your query result from the original table, based on that you are creating view, if that query result contains some field value as null, then you will not be able to update that view in the future. The third thing is the view should not be created using nested queries or complex queries. Okay, so if you are using some nested queries from the main table and based on that result you are creating your view using keyword as, view will be created definitely, but you will not be able to update the view. Okay, the fourth, the view should be created from a single table. If the view is created using multiple table, means if you have created view using joins, that what I have shown you few minutes back, okay, if you have created that view, then you will not be able to update the view. Okay, next thing is the select statement, which is used to create the view, should not include group by clause or order by clause. Means here in the select, just like testing, if you are using somewhere group by or ordered by to form this view will be created, but you will not be able to update the view. So that's the condition about updating the views. That was about view of virtual table. So this is not too important topic, but yeah, in many placement exams or interviews they ask or they give you some temporary query to store it someplace, so you have to use view. So if you like my video, please subscribe the channel, share the video with your colleagues and share the content. Thank you.